gold. Today's day one. Went fossil hunting yesterday. Got these new sleeves here to keep the sun off my forearms. And anyway, I'm digging in this hole here. I'll show you in just a minute, but I just thought I'd show you. We're gonna do some classifying with this classifier, 1/2 inch. And we'll throw it in here. Once it's classified, it looks like little pea gravel type stuff, and that's usually where our gold is, and then we'll run it through the sluice box. So we take the stuff we broke down out of the hole back there. Some of these rocks we actually had to break in half, and it's a lot of work to get them out. Then you need to make it a little bit smaller, because you certainly can't put that through the sluice box, or it's going to clog up and bounce things around, and you're going to probably lose some gold. So we put in a 1/2 inch classifier, and then we just take this piece here and just spin it. Yeah. Move it around a little bit, like that, and then we'll put these rocks into the box or the bucket that we're going to put in Bob's cement mixer that he brought. So here's the raw material out of the ground. Classify it down. No need to. We used to have to break these up a lot, but with Bob's cement mixer, you have to break those little pieces there, because that's where the gold's hiding out, inside that clay-like material. These rocks right here are pretty clean. They've just been broken when I got them out. But these little pieces here are typically where your gold's going to be. And they're soft, and they need to be broken down. Some people will soak them, all kinds of different things. I also make a clay destroyer right here. It's not Gatorade, you don't want to drink it, but it's got some basic household items in it. We'll throw it in the water in the sluice box, get it running, and it tends to break down and separate these rocks, and you can get to the gold. But this is really where most of your gold's going to be. This is important. After you classify it, we'll put that in that bucket, and then from there we're going to take it over to Bob. He just went into town. This is his cement mixer. We go to all lengths here, but it's upside down right now. We'll put that inside those bigger pieces, those clumps, and we'll fill some water in here. He's got a pump on top of here. Fill these things up. We got a mountain spring nearby. We fill up with mountain water, and this thing will chew. So what we have here is a giant mountain in the background with this big gulch in it. Big V-shaped canyon that goes up that way, and it bends around. One goes to the right, one goes to the left, and there's the top of the mountain, and way up there are some hard rock mines, and that just means that they had to blast the rock and, you know, drill those holes in, put the dynamite in, blast the rock, and then they had to process that gold out of the rock with different methods. And they're way up high. They're probably 10,000 foot level. We're down here in this gulch, and what you're looking for, this was all underwater, is these two V-shaped sides here. And what the old timers did is they came in and they hydraulic this area. You can see how that cliff is right there. They used water cannons, and they went up to that side there, and they just blasted this down, and all that slurry from there would come down. They put it in long toms, sluice boxes, and get the gold out that way. Along the process here, you can see how big these rocks are here. They're huge. I mean, there's got to be well over a ton a piece. These giant ones that were stacked here by the old timers. And so that's how the process starts. You get these big rocks out of the way, and then you start working down to a little bit smaller material like this, like these rocks. And then just like I showed earlier, you bring the smaller material into a classifier. You keep bringing it down smaller till you get to that. And then you run it through some sort of a sluice box or some method to separate the gold from that dirt. And you end up with these tiny little flakes of gold that all started with maybe some hydraulicking, maybe some blasting way up high. You keep classifying it down with big grizzlies, these giant boulders. Somebody had to stack them. And the old timers sure didn't have any big steam shovels in the 1800s. And that's how it works. These giant amounts of dirt and material just to get down to a few flakes of gold. That's how precious this metal is. Sure beats sitting around the house. Oh, I'm feeling lucky. Look at all that gold. Oh, yeah. That's a big piece. We don't want those. Those are easy to get. We want the little tiny pieces. All right. After this one, we're going to do a clean out. And we better do good on this one because I sure put a lot of time into getting this material. Hello? Hello? Somebody there? Look at all that gold. Alrighty. So we'll clean off the screens. Let it run for just a second. Old sluice box likes to run. We'll take out these little pea gravels, save all the water we can. We're out in the desert after all. Boy, I really like the way this sluice box is running. I can see those riffles. I hope this matting provides today because I really like the look of this flow. I can see all the riffles through here. Real nice. All right, let's shut her down. Plug the battery. see anything jumping out. This top mat. Oh, this piece. There's another one. Kind of fine though. I don't see. Oh. Well, there's a few pieces in here. We'll throw it in a bucket, pan it out, do a good clean out. Well, a few more people showed up today. Day 2. Got a picker. Very happy right out of the gate. Old school style. Hammer and a pick. Nice picker. Happy. Very happy. Found a nice pocket and on the bedrock. Here's Mike with the new gold cube. Oh yeah. Dragonfire. Running on all cylinders today. There's the mine in Hawaiian back there. Lauren forgot half his equipment, so he's panning. Here comes our foreman. That's Bob, our foreman. I was kind of against that at first, but it's kind of cool. So hopefully we got some gold, because that rock has a bunch of stuff stuck to it that some of the conglomerate stuck to the hard rock has a lot of gold in it, because I've been doing well on just the loose stuff. So hopefully we'll get a good pan out of this thing. Here's something you don't see every day. Bob, down in the mine pits, working. He's found him a good spot down in there. Nice bedrock. Following that trend line right up there, right on top of the bedrock.
Tools somebody left.
He's one cave-in away from his mining days being over, I guess. At the rate you're digging, though, China doesn't have to worry about a hole coming through anytime soon. There appears to be a remote possibility that my homemade clay be gone, which breaks down the clay off of the rocks that might be traps of gold. It's possible I may have put too much of Dawn liquid inside the bottle. Well, folks, we're back finishing up here. Good gold this morning, right out of this area, right in here on this table rock. We're kind of getting close to a landslide, cave-in type thing. So, but this is bedrock down here, bedrock down here. This is overburden, old ancient stuff. This is newer stuff. Been finding quite a bit of coarse gold out of here. So basically what I've done is I've done all the chipping today that I'm going to do, because my arms can't take it. But, you know, just breaking that stuff apart like that, slowly but surely. And we've got different tools. We can scrape it, get it out of there, free up that gold in there. It's not easy. It doesn't come out easy. It took me an hour just to do that little hole. And it's looking like good material. You can see these larger rocks are loose from the push when a dozer pushed this material on top of this bedrock. But this stuff down here is what I like. It's a hard pack, and that's a little more ancient. That's been there probably since just after the bedrock, and it's just, the gold can't go any further than the bedrock. It just stops when it hit it. So once I'm done digging like I am now, I'm going to put these crevicing tools and these hammers away, for the trip. It's been a good week up here. I made this thing about 4 years ago. It comes in incredibly handy. It just fits inside all the little crevices here for scooping up material and putting in your bucket. This little brush that my daughter gave me, immensely handy. And so what we do now is we're going to brush this, because a lot of the loose gold, because it's so much heavier than the dirt, will fall right on these rocks here. So a good cleanup is essential. My dad would be proud. And you just gotta watch this dust down here. And you want to brush it all down into a catch hold. And where you have your catch hole is one of the most important parts about digging a place like this, because it just helps you evacuate this stuff out of here. So I'm going to pick up the last of it in here, like that. I've gotten down to the bottom of this deep crevice as much as I can. It's 7,000 feet of altitude. It's hot. There are flies everywhere. But those chunky pieces of gold we got this morning make it all worthwhile. I'm going to get the last of it. And you really got to dig down, because that gold will work its way to the bottom of the little pieces. Once you got it down as far as you think you can get it, take your time and brush it into a whole little tiny pile. And then this. And we're on its last legs on batteries. We had to change it out today, but this was from my daughter to Dad from Leilani at Christmas time. The DeWalt wet dry vac, just perfect for this kind of job. So on we go. That's a lot of work right there. That's a clean diggings.